All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Nashville. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024, and that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Dragon 60.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Willis. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken at the 37. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check match.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe some.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Touchdown, Titans! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Setting up to throw on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go up the middle with Chubb. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Call it no gain on the play and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Titans at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, smash Broncos!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third down, it's Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurt. 70 Ranger. Hurt. 19 tight.
To throw, here's Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Willis will look to pass again here.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
60 back. Check it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hurt. Set. Let's go.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tap the street. Panther 11.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Chubb on the counter. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Okay, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
18 rattlers. On the ball, on the ball. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go check. Go check.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 183 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
first down, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go! Chop alert! Bronco switch!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Seven Pirates!
Back to throw, Willis.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And this one is right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, check that. Street. Go, Reed, go. 19 light.
Willis to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Caleb Farley, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Tennessee,